Maokai versus Nautilus on the top side of the map. GCU are collapsing though. Ninja's going to be coming up from there as well. With Solo already moved down here. Santorin dashing into Lyra here. The flash forward from Solo will burn the flash out from Lyra, but Ninja throws out the Orb of Deception. Now Seraph has joined the fray. The smite away from Santorin secures the blue buff, but now they've turned down onto Solo. This is a very low-level fight, so not a lot of abilities off cooldown here. It's getting chaotic on the front and the back side. It looks like it's going in favor of GCU as Solo picks up first blood off that undertow. A double kill picked up for the Nautilus as he just ticks away on the Maokai, and now Ninja...
Here, Mad Life could be in a little bit of trouble.
Yep, actually walks for that brush, wants to put a ward down, but finds Lyra instead. Has to exhaust on him. The bubble is not going to wind up landing, and that's going to be a kill picked up for Envy.
Nice jungle mid synergy, or jungle support synergy, excuse me, in there. Oh, I talked about how brutal this might be at level 6. And there you see it, both Solo and Santorin being level 6. Santorin not even needing to use the Graves ultimate.
No, I didn't even know Santorin needed to go damage there, but now getting aggressive is Ninja onto Phoenix here. Immediately uses the cleanse command. Shockwave lands on the Lyra, forces the flash out of him as Lyra goes back in though. Phoenix steps forward, gets way too aggressive and pays for it with his life.
This is one of the big problems with Phoenix's
You wind up getting kills across the map, and then somebody else on your team is like, well, I'm just not going to get carried by you. I'm going to try to do it myself. Bottom side of the map, the Goldcorn United walk into a very patiently laid trap by Envy as Lyra helps pick up a kill. Go into Hakua.
Let's talk about carries. Lyra showing up.
For 2, Envy had accrued a massive advantage. In game number 1, it was relatively close at this point. Goldcorn United wound up taking that game number 1, but things are definitely looking like their tempo's going in Envy's favor. They get a flash kick down onto Mash over here. The tidal wave though is going to disrupt that a bit. Envy has a little bit of a split focus this one. Lyra and Seraph are on the top side of the fight. Paco and Apollo are on the bottom side of the fight. Now the mid laners are collapsing from the top side as well, but Lyra caught between a rock and a hard place. Bubbled up, stunned up, knocked up, goes down.
Seraph and him split up during the retreat. Seraph walking up the river. Lyra...
Goldcorn United. I mean, Phoenix, extremely strong player, extremely big name. Mad Life himself. Looks like now the Goldcorn United is going to get locked up. Mash is already down. Mad Life is already down. Santorin falls as well. Envy just take a fight from seemingly nowhere.
Yeah, Envy had such great vision control around that bot side of the map. It was extremely risky for GCU to actually try and path down there from the mid lane. They thought it'd be really hard for Envy to grab, but they turned on the Phoenix.
Yeah, they wind up flashing forward to get the twisted advance, but the cleanse is going to come out, but they just immediately lock down on him and pick up a kill. Now Solo, kind of the only one in this area. They don't have a lot of damage on this, and Baron does hurt quite a bit at this point in time. Solo's pretty tanky though. It doesn't teleport's being channeled in though from Seraph. He's going to want to go in the middle of the team. Ninja gets blocked up by the command shockwave. Phoenix uses that on just one. The tidal wave comes out as Mad Life drops down kind of low. Rips across Envy. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow locks down on the Seraph. The Wild Guard has already been spent, and Mash picks up a kill onto Maokai. Envy wind up trading 1.
Envy pick up the first kill of the fight, but there is going to buy enough time for Envy to grab their 4th turret of the game.
Ooh, but the fight has been engaged onto Lyra. The tidal wave goes across, only winds up picking up onto Seraph. Redemption winds up getting used as well, but now Lyra walking forward, gets command shockwave, dropping down extremely low. Mash does not have the arrow to use, but Lyra on the backside is trying to slow down Mad Life, but they caught Ninja, and Phoenix gets that kill. Mad Life gets kicked over the wall, but Lyra delivers himself into Phoenix. A double kill picked up for Orianna, and now Seraph, he's dropped extremely low. Guardian Angel is still available, but I don't know if Hakua is going to be able to keep him alive through this one. They have Solo coming around the backside to cut him off. Hook lands, he winds up blocking him up. Seraph gets the sap magic to heal himself up. Twisted advances forward. That's going to be a Guardian Angel popped. Goldcorn United, as soon as this tree comes up, it goes back down. Eventually, and it's 3 kills in favor of GC.
And the Baron buff will be available as well. 3 members dead on the side of Envy. The jungler, importantly, will not be there to smite Contestus at all. GCU, huge shockwave by Phoenix there as Envy got a little too over-aggressive, trying to punish GCU in the jungle. They funneled through that choke point where Phoenix is able to land a big shockwave.
Do wind up dodging out from the dredge line follow-up here. Solo's in the front line, does not look like he's taken any damage whatsoever as this Elder Dragon's still wailing away. Lyra wants to come in for the steal, but it's going to be Santorin whose smite is superior. The dredge line winds up landing onto Apollo. The Wild Growth is out, but he's going to want to get taken down in that fight. But they are able to wind up killing it onto Mash. Ninja's in the back line, though. The Redemption has gone out, but that's going to wind up picking up another kill for Santorin, a double kill for the jungler. He wins the smite, he wins the fight.
They got it. They got the inhibitor, and now they're forcing down around the bot lane.
Yep, the aspect of the dragon buff has fallen off though, so this is just straight up Goldcorn versus Envy. We're going to see Ninja getting locked up. He tries to dash into the backline. All of the CC gets used, and Ninja and Lyra both wind up going down. Redemption's going to keep Goldcoin United healthy as Solo's Guardian Angel was popped, and Santorin replaces him on the front line. The inhibitor tower goes down, and so will the inhibitor.
Solo's going to recall. He has a teleport available. He's going to come back in on one of these super creeps, and GCU look like they might be able to end the game here. Apollo very low, hard to deal with Phoenix and actually walk up and wave clear here.
Yeah, so Apollo, Hakuo, and Seraph trying to hold on for their team's lives here in game number 3. Ventral Maelstrom hasn't popped. Solo taking a lot of damage, but both Nexus towers wind up going down. The Nexus is exposed, and as much as Envy try to fight this one, I don't know if they're going to be able to stop the onslaught. Apollo goes down, and that's going to seal the victory here for GCU. They're going to take the lead in this best of 5, 2-1, as soon as they kill this Nexus. 2 games to 1.
And we talk about Envy in game 3s, keeping that alive, struggling there. After a disastrous early game, they did a decent job stabilizing, but they could never really turn the game back in their favor. GCU, despite some difficult